For those of you that play Second Life, there are many worlds that you can explore. I play a lot in a Star Trek type setting. The place is called Triscalia, and this is my character, Sorrow. He is a commander, the first officer of the USS Aubrey, the assistant science instructor at the academy, and the keeper of the comm server. He is also a Top Gun, and his Top Gun handle is Nightmare. This means he flies the fighter craft in the area, and he teaches space jump and basic pilot. This is his flight suit, and I'm going to show you the proper way to do a jump from the jumper's perspective, because as I teach this, I have people, and it's always hard to explain how to do the jump. One of the first things that I'm going to do here is you're always aiming for the landing pad here in Triscalia, and I'm going to go into my inventory and pull out what I call a jump target. Because, yeah, you're aiming for this white square on the screen, but the key is really to get in the middle of the square. So here is my red jump target that shows me exactly where I want to be in that square. And this will come in handy on the way down. Now, when you jump, you still use movement keys to help move you on the screen. And for most people, that is WASD, with W moving you forward, S moving you back, A moving you to the left, D moving you to the right. To see where you are going, you need to have your map up. So you pull up your mini map, and this shows you the sim. This little purplish dot is Sorrow. The other dots are other people on the screen. When you're jumping, you want your animation override off. So Sorrow's animation override is off. Now, since he's jumping through space, he's going to want that helmet sealed, because then his breath pack on his back is actually going to work. And on his back, you see he has a little parachute. Now, normally to activate the chute, you would type pull in chat, but I use a quick key command, which is a gesture that when turned on, I hit F12 and the chute pops. When you're going at the ground really, really fast, it helps if one key opens your chute. Now, to begin the jump, we go here to the launcher. Now, I click the launcher, select location 1, and teleport. And importantly, I do not stand up, I let it drop me. Then As I'm going down, I go into mouse look, and you see that I am staying in the corner of the sim if you look at my dot there on the map. And I'm doing this because I'm going to go past the space station, and I don't want to hit it. I know where it is because I've done this before. Now, there are other obstacles. There are ships, and once I get past this moon, I'm going to turn my mouse look just a little bit so I'm facing into the sim and start hitting the W key just a little bit so I start moving forward. And I'm going to point at that, and I'm going to watch, and when I get at just about 300, normally I would aim below, and I've popped my chute. Now, to guide myself in, I hit the W just a little bit, moving myself forward, and I stay with the mouse look aimed at that red circle. And I'm aiming right for the middle of the circle so that I will end up there when I'm done jumping. And I'm going to drift slowly to the ground. And while I do that, I correct my aim ever so much. And as I get closer, I might, goose the forward just a little bit so I'm moving more towards that circle. And I'm going to come in and eventually start spinning toward the circle, aiming the entire time. And I never once go out of mouse look until I hit the ground. And the reason that I never go out of mouse look is because I want to use that aiming capability of the mouse look to continually keep going for that center of the circle. And I don't always make it to the center of that circle. And every time I start moving forward a little faster, it's because I've goosed the W. Just tapped it a little bit. And now, as you can see, I aimed for the center and I got right to the point where my foot is touching the target I left. Now, that is a very good landing. Anywhere but inside the square is less than ideal. And if you miss the pad that the square is on, that's considered a splat. It takes a lot of practice. Beginners are told to open their chute by about 700 meters up. I'm a top gun, so between 300 and 100, I'm good. But it takes time to get to that rank. It takes practice. And if you don't put in the time, you don't put in the practice, you don't make the rank. Now, one should never get discouraged because they don't make it to that box on the first try. Heaven knows I've landed in a few places where I shouldn't have. When I first started, the space station had ships from docking ports all around the space station. So you were having to thread in between the nacelles of the ships in order to get down and not splat something before you got to the ground. So you just have to practice, be patient, and not get hard on yourself. Now, I hope this video has been of some help. Thank you. This is Sarah, signing off.